All right, so you probably know that Tommy Sir Helen is back in town. Commander Tom is joining us.
He's back, baby.
In the studio. As you know, Tom's been walking across America for, like 5 months or something?
Yeah, something
crazy.
like that. I kept, it was hard. I didn't even know what day it is most days.
Really?
People say, oh, it's Sunday. I'm like, every day is Sunday to me out there.
You're just walking.
So, yeah.
Just walking. And, like, you walked here this morning. And I thought you were joking when you came into the studio. So, like,
I brought a little show and tell. I got my walking stick here, Robin.
Yeah.
It's way taller than I am.
It's bigger because I'm a big guy.
You're tall. What are you, like 8 feet tall?
Taller than my brothers, which all that matters,
Oh, there you go.
But no, are you finding it hard to shake you've been walking 22 miles every day, so you got up this morning and instead of driving here, you walked a couple miles to the radio station.
Yeah, I live downtown Poughkeepsie, and it just felt natural just to walk up here with my walking stick. Got a couple of honks from people going to work and seeing the stick, big guy in the funny hat. So, I'm not going to stop walking anytime soon. It's been my life for the last 5 months. So,
have you driven a car since you've been back? By the way,
yeah, I did, and it was the weirdest experience because everything, the world looks a lot different at 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, I bet.
So you're driving at 3 miles an hour for the first time, and like, oh my God, here comes a car. And it's a learning experience. Yeah.
So how many pairs of shoes did you go through on your walk?
Right now I'm wearing number 6.
Wow.
Yep. They say a good pair of walking shoes, running shoes, lasts you about 500 miles. And that last pair definitely lasted about 500 miles before it quit. So I was lucky to finish with this pair donated by the Vet to Vet program.
So now you were really prepared for this trip. You planned it all out. Your route. I mean, I still can't believe that you were walking over the walkway exactly when you said you were going to be doing it. You made it on time. But what was the one thing that you were unprepared for, like physically? Like just doing that every day. Did it get easier? Did it get harder?
Yeah, I was unprepared for absolutely everything.
Really?
So picture a fat guy with a walking stick in Portland with a messenger bag and a pair of running shoes, expecting to walk across the country. That's what I was on April 15th. And that first day, that first 22 miles, I walked out of Portland with my old shipmate Paul. I wanted to go home.
Really?
I woke up the next morning. I couldn't move my legs. I actually had to crawl to go to the bathroom at the hotel I was staying at. I couldn't stand up. And it got a little better every day. Every day I wanted to quit. But, as the walk went on, every day your feet hurt, your knees hurt, everything hurts. But that pain was nothing when you think about the pain our veterans are facing, who are facing, issues with mental health and homelessness.
So now, like meals along the way, how did that? I mean, was it hard to find food?
I'm a guy who likes to eat,
yeah,
as you can tell. But some places, there's no town, there's not a gas station. So when you saw a gas station, you're like, hallelujah, because I get to eat combos tonight.
Wow,
that's how it was. And there was a stretch in Wyoming. I was walking from a town called Kemmerer down to Green River, and I didn't talk to a single person for 3 days.
So, like, if you would pass, say, a gas station when you were out in the middle of nowhere, were you like, oh, man, I could use a real toilet right now?
Jackpot.
Yeah, because literally, because I thought of all those different things. I'm like, oh, my God, the poor man, when he has to go to the bathroom. He's got to figure out where to do that and how to. Yeah. I mean, there's just so much.
You just think about it. Like my wife and I, once our car broke down and we were like all the way up in Poughkeepsie and we had to get back home. And it was like a day-long adventure, getting back to our house and, trying to find where to go. And that's just, here in Poughkeepsie. For you, that's like the morning. Like, it's not, like, I can't imagine doing that every day for 5 months.
I will never take the things in my life for granted ever again. Like, Robin, you said, like, going to the bathroom when you want. Our homeless men and women in America don't get to make that choice, this simple choice of eating nutritious food. You can't cook for yourself when you live on the road. So all these things I will never take for granted again. That's one thing that this adventure has taught me.
I could see it really changed you. It really has. And, when Robin and I saw you walking across the walkway over the Hudson, we were there right as you took that first step over the halfway mark into Poughkeepsie.
That was great.
And you looked like there were so many emotions. What were you thinking as you were finally coming over that walkway into Poughkeepsie for the very first time?
It was, I was in shock, which is probably the expression you saw on my face. Not only because, everybody came out with so much love and support at the walkway and at Marist College on Friday, but just that, I immersed myself in this world of being myself, of being lonely on the road for 5 months. And now all of a sudden I'm surrounded by people who want to talk to me. I can't imagine the transition from a world of like the military to that world, a totally different world where the rules are different that our veterans are facing. I was not prepared.
I had a friend who was in the Vietnam War, and he had a real hard time when he came back because as hard as it was being at war, coming back and having to live a 9-to-5 life in with everybody else after pretty much having this weird jungle life. Yep. He said that was probably even harder than being in Vietnam, was coming back and trying to be normal again, be regular again, like everybody else.
And, I was only on the road for 5 months, and I lost my interpersonal skills. I really did, so I had to give a speech at Marist, when the walk ended, and I just didn't know what to say. I was a deer in the headlights, and so I can't imagine, if this is your life and trying to assimilate into a different world. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, well, you have that totally new perspective now, and what a great gift it is that you can now share that and kind of spread the word and help out those other veterans out there. It's an amazing thing, Tom. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
We're going to come back. There's more I want to talk to you about. Robin does have a little gift for you, though, before we come back.
No,
how do your feet feel?
Nope. Oh, my goodness.
Nope. Here, this is from our friends at Hudson Valley Skincare. Open up.
What is it, Robin? Just explain what it is.
It is foot cream, foot freshener.
Oh, man.
It's a loofah for your feet so you can rub your feet. It's all kinds of foot products from the Hudson Valley Skincare, because you, Tom, are a Hudson Valley hero.
This is amazing. And you know what? My feet, it's funny. My first full day walking was Thursday. My feet hurt just as much today waking up. So thank you so much.
You didn't tell him the best part.
Perfect.
You're going to apply all this to his feet too, right, Robin?
Robin, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You haven't seen my feet.
That's the one thing we don't want to say.